following is a Six Eye Studios production.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hurry, turn your headphones up. Because I am about to put it in your ear holes. My name is Cy, and you are getting locked in the padded cell. The Padded Cell is the People's Podcast. It is that podcast that you tune into, created by you and put together by yours truly. As I mentioned, my name is Cy, and I will be the host for today's show. And on today's show, we will be having none other than Big John, the Fantasy King, will be calling in to dive into the mind of a fantasy owner, if you would. I've been looking forward to this show. He's been looking forward to it. This is going to be a good one. Promises to have you on the edge of your seat. Now, I want to address a few things. A couple of people hit me up, said, hey man, let's bring back some of those electric chair segments. So I said, absolutely, let's do that. We've had a high demand on this, the fantasy button has been really hot. So we're just gonna keep pushing it, to be honest with you. But the very next episode, check it out. My boy Armando's gonna be on there, man. I gotta get with the youth and let them know what used to be. And then I like to get my ear to the streets and see what they got going on nowadays, you know what I mean? So expect that on some of the next episodes to come. But for now, I want to address one little thing. Originally, we were going to do a fantasy football league for the show, and then we scrapped it, and then a bunch of guys got mad at that, so we were like, okay. So back because of popular demand, the Padded Cell Podcast Fantasy Football League is officially underway. So if you're hearing this, you've probably already gotten your invite. Go check your email. In case you guys are listening, or in case, let's say you're doing your league right now and you're the commissioner and you don't know what the hell to do because it's your first time. Maybe you can use this as a good reference. Check it out. What we're doing is, the platform we're going to be using is ESPN. I like NFL.com, but I guess apparently other people have leagues in ESPN as well. It's reputable, you know what I mean? It's good. I've been using it for years too. So to make it convenient, we're just going to go with that route. The draft is this Friday, the 4th, one day before my birthday, at 9 p.m. Buy-in is $10. That's due by September 9th. All right, so that's the first night. That's Thursday night. Failure to pay will lock your roster. Winner gets the belt and defends next year. Draft order will be randomized before the draft, maybe about 15, 20 minutes, something like that before the draft. And you need to arrange payment with Cy via PayPal, Venmo, which is a really cool app. I don't know if you ever heard of it. If you haven't, go check it out, etc. Maybe meeting me in person. Maybe let's say we meet up at Ale House and we make it happen. All right. So it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. We have Kyle of Riverwind, the sports wizard. I'm pretty sure he's signing up. That's the 2-time champion of my Any Given Sunday Tapakega No Crying in Football League that I've been doing for years. And so I'm bringing my 2-time champion over. The heavy hitters are only going to compete in this one, all right? JP of the Blitzkrieg Takeover segments, he will be competing in this one. The boy who will be, I think, stopping by in studio pretty soon, he's going to be competing in this one. Our buddy Real from Tech 9 Productions, shout out to Edgardo, he's joining in. Manny, Chris Riley, we got a bunch of guys joining in from the squad. But special show today. The Fantasy King, ladies and gentlemen, himself will be calling in. Big John, Chef John as I like to call him. He's going to be calling in and letting us know what it's like to dive into the mind of a fantasy owner. He's involved in about 5 to 7 leagues every year. You know what I mean? He's making this his work. And then when you put big money behind it and there's big money that comes out from the other end, I mean, you can ask 2-time champion Kyle of Riverwind, the sports wizard. There are rewards to this. You know what I mean? So we are going to get into this very, very special interview with Big John, the Fantasy King. But first, I want to put you guys onto a track. That's right. This is one I did sometime back with my boys Adam Straps and JR. It's called I Am a Monster over Maven Beach. You're listening to the Padded Cell Podcast. Check it out.
I don't care about your money or the city that you're from. Like the devil's gone mental, it's best to just run. While I'm sipping on this house, I make the mic bleed. So be sure that you remember one thing. Just believe I am ferocious, atrocious, tearing up all that I see. I'm Mr. Hyde and I'm focused. I eat the game like a beast. This ain't your average hocus pocus, while I'm killing these beats. So be sure that you remember one thing. I am a monster. Be ready for chainsaws and machetes, ripping bellies and leaving they guts spilling like spaghetti. smashing like they were jelly. Machiavelli faked his death by psychotic, I keep it real. I ain't crazy, but I am just a little mentally ill. To get inside your mind, I don't need rhymes or skills. All I need is a couple of sharp knives and a drill. I'll make the same promise to myself and to my fans and make insane profit off of the ghosts of raps past because the game's haunted. Gravestones and 8 Mile, I'll put the flame on it. Like this the Salem witch trials. Taking your head and making it spin, eating your heart and wearing your skin. I never left, I'm here in the flash, I'm killing the rest, believe I'ma win. Taking my axe and throwing it in, mixing it up with some adrenaline. Spacing you out like your name's Anakin, you can tell that I'm sly by the way that I grin. I don't care about your money or the city that you're from. Like the devil's gone mental, is best to just run. While I'm sipping on this house, I make the mic bleed. So be sure that you remember one thing. Let's believe I am ferocious, atrocious, tearing up all that I see. I'm Mr. Hyde and I'm focused, I eat the game like a beast. This ain't your average hocus pocus, I'm killing these beats. So be sure that you remember one thing. I am a monster.
Me up like you an inspector. To the game I'm more like I'm Dr. Lecter. And to me you more like Regina Spektor. You can tell her to run but you can't protect her. When I grab your girl I'm gonna inject her. Only with sick music I'm gonna infect her. When we match up it won't be a fender bender. Had to mix it up like a living blender. Like having an exorcism and a knock with a different position. I had to bend her.
I'm the bone collector, cause I gotta play it smart. As I take them apart, you can call it murder, I call it art. When I carve his heart out, just to start out, the face that I'm making on his body to mark. Too much baggage that I carry, can't push in the car. Maybe that's why I started flicking the spark. Tiptoe in your window, knife ain't Lakers. Just child's play, I'm Charlie Ray. Dissect and watch the after effect. Experiment with false hopes and regrets. Shoving down your throat if you dare to jump on the mic.
So I guess you want to get hit by the mic. When you gonna get hit like the rifle mic, like Tyson. If I catch you, you know I'ma light you up like Bison or like Ryu. If you were me, I'll guarantee you wouldn't try you. I wouldn't lie to nobody. Lyrically, you got nobody. Versus me, you are nobody. Just like out of your friend's head body.
I don't care about your money or the city that you're from. Like the devil's gone mental, is best to just run. While I'm sipping on this house, I make the mic bleed. So be sure that you remember one thing. Let's believe I am ferocious, atrocious, tearing up all that I see. I'm Mr. Hyde and I'm focused, I eat the game like a beast. This ain't your average hocus pocus, but I'm killing these beats. So be sure that you remember one thing. I am a monster.
All right, we are here with live. Oh no! Actually, we're on the line. I can't say live. We're on the line with my boy Big John. What's good, homie?
What's good, man? How you doing? Cracking.
Chilling, man. Hey, yo, I be telling people that I was gonna do a show with you, but when I tell them that we're gonna have it on, I introduce you to them as the Fantasy King. Can you talk a little bit about why you need to be respected in the fantasy game?
Absolutely. It all starts with the man behind the computer, you know? Everybody talks stats, everybody talks, you know, what quarterback, what wideout, what running back is the, you know, the shit. You know, you got to sit back and you got to really dip into the mind of what the person behind the computer is. Because you're not just, if you take it serious, like fantasy's for everybody, but if you get the serious people that are out there, like it's a full-time job. It's a whole other world, you know? And to sit back and watch people talk about stats is great. Player knowledge is huge. Obviously, fantasy has a lot of luck involved.
Oh, yeah.
But I like to sit back and step into the mind of what actually it takes to be a legit fantasy player.
Give me an example. Like, what is it like when you draft your team and you sit back and you look at week one and what you're going into with your guys? What are you looking at? What's in the mind of a fantasy owner at that time?
Well, you got to pay attention to not only on the field, you got to pay attention to off the field players as well. Okay. All their off the field stuff. So you got to get any info possible on your guys, and you basically run it like an owner would. And you obviously, you know, off field stuff will affect your fantasy league.
This is the thing. Shady McCoy, he gives these invites to a bunch of people, right? One reporter got an invite and like she busted the whole thing. It was like a sex orgy party where you had to sign a waiver and all sorts of shit. I'm not looking to draft Shady McCoy if he's having sex crazy parties up in his crib. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna be distracted.
Exactly.
You need to be able to look at things like that, identify, you know, the hornballs, and say that guy doesn't have his mind in the game. His priorities are elsewhere.
Like an example of last year, the fantasy league I'm in, guy drafts Adrian Peterson overall, number one pick.
Right.
Wasted his number one pick on his off-field disturbance.
That sucks.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
just because one guy beat his kid.
Yeah, and then now even this year, look how many people are getting torn ACLs in practice and you know what I'm saying, in scrimmages.
Jordy Nelson, he's already gone, and that's a heavy hitter.
That's it, exactly. Look at, talk about Orlando Scandrick today.
Yep.
All over the news, Dallas loses their best D-back.
Yep. See,
You know what I'm
anything.
saying? Like, it just changes like that. And you got to pay attention to all that because, especially on the off-field, like Greg Hardy last year, what he did off the field with his wife. You know, automatically, you get the 4-game suspension this year. There's the little details that people don't talk about often. It's a full-time job for me. My life is devoted these 17 weeks to fantasy football. I'm in and out. I got every single station running on my cable. I got every single app. I got every single anything I can get information off of. I have.
Damn.
Like, people don't want to be around me for 17 weeks. Like, I had a breakup with an ex-girlfriend because of fantasy football. Like,
Damn, it got
people
serious.
say, I take it so serious, and it's for everybody. You know, if people that don't take it serious, people that take it serious, no matter which way you do it, then you're gonna have a blast.
Yeah, it's true. Like, all right, so for the padded cell, I wanted to go ahead and put together a fantasy league with like padded cell listeners, and I figured if I could get 5 guys, they go get a buddy or whatever the heck, we can,
Got a few people that are down already.
One of my buddies was like, yeah, let's do it, but let's make it as official as possible, because his thing is he just wants to make sure he's in a league with people who care and are actually going to be competitive in it. You know what I mean? Because it gets to a point like towards the end of the season where guys start not doing their lineups and they're just like, oh, whatever, I got no skin in the game, so I don't care. You know what I mean? So the whole thing is like,
I don't like playing like that.
See, and that's what I was trying to tell. I was like, yo, we got.
I take my fantasy to a whole new level. Like, I'll be the type of person, like, everybody be home in bed at 3, 4 in the morning. I'll be on the computer making moves and lineups and shit. Like I said, people don't even want to be around me sometimes.
No, I mean, bro, you know what? It's the truth, though, man. Like, there's plenty of us. There's guys listening to this that they're like, yeah, they can sympathize. They know exactly what you're talking about. Like, you're sitting there, you're looking at your computer, and you're like, yo, I need to get my lineup straightened up, bro. I need to make sure that when I put in for those waiver wires, that shit's going through. You know what I mean? You want to be the guy to click that other guy before your homeboy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So you'll be on top of it, and like some people, the people that do take it serious. That's why I like to step into the mind of a fantasy player, because my main job in real life, like, I take Sundays and Mondays off. Like, I don't work those days.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm so passionate about it.
You mentioned something really cool. You said that fantasy is a business. There's money. There's a lot of money involved in fantasy. In the past couple of years, we've seen things like FanDuel. We've seen DraftKings. We've seen a lot of that. Not just surface, but like really, really make some noise.
If you even look up Forbes estimated just alone, non-private fantasy leagues, but just alone, they estimated $17.8 billion last year.
That's a lot of money, bro.
That's not even including the private ones that millions of people around the world are doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of money involved in this, for sure.
Yeah, it's a whole other world, man. It's a business, like I said. Like, everything in life is a business, obviously, nowadays. But fantasy is it's a business that I love and enjoy. You're up and down each week.
Yes.
Like, that and your injury, it really does affect you. It affects me as a person. Which people are like, holy, like, are you serious? Like, but it does. Like, I take it, like I said, my whole world for those 17 weeks, like, everything else stopped, and it's just football. I played football. I was going to college to play football. Unfortunately, I had a knee replacement, so I got short.
Wow.
That's how I became a chef. But football is my life.
Hey, so what's the fantasy league up there called? Is there a name for the league?
Yes, there was in Belichick We Trust. With the nation, baby. We got to roll with it.
Wait, have you ever been a commissioner for a league?
Me personally, no, I don't really want that headache. I got enough of a headache dealing with my, because I do multiple leagues. Last year I did 5 leagues. This year I'm in 7. So I jump around. I do multiple leagues. I got so much going on with the lineups, man. The last thing I need is people whining and complaining to me about trades and different shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I like to do that. But I always thought about it. I don't know. I never pulled the trigger on it.
Bro, it's a rough job. Don't pull the trigger on it. It's okay. Don't do it. It's not like you're missing out on anything. It's more work. It's extra work. But speaking of commissioner, though, so check it out. For the league, we were thinking somewhere around the lines of it's a $10 buy-in, so that way it's doable for everybody. The money goes towards a championship belt that the winner would have to defend years to come. You feel me?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So we're thinking about 10 guys, maybe 12, but obviously we're not going to exceed 12. I think we got almost everybody. We might actually need maybe 2 more guys. We're waiting on a couple people, but like I was telling you, we wanted to be competitive. We wanted to be guys that are going to meet up, maybe if not weekly, maybe bi-weekly. Maybe not everybody meet up all at the same time, but like just be interactive with one another. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens. It's like that's where the life of it is. You're going to enjoy your fantasy league when you're actually sitting down next to, drinking a beer with the guy that you're playing against. You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope. It's all in the end, all of us take it serious, but in the end, it's nothing but fun and love. The voice be heard. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. And we can listen to this, show our people. We can say, hey, check out the podcast. We know our shit. It's cool, man. So, all right. So I'm gonna put you down for sure. So the league that I do every year, our guy we have our 2-time champion in that league. He's Kyle of Riverwind, Sports Wizard. He comes on the show every now and again. I'm sure you've heard the.
Oh yeah, I peeped this and I peeped all your podcasts so far.
Word up. Thanks for the love, homie.
I enjoy the podcast. I love checking it out. I love listening to people's opinions.
Kyle of Riverwind, the Sports Wizard, is actually going to be in the league. I'm pretty sure. I got to confirm it with him. He's a pretty good contender, bro.
Wait.
For the most part, he knows what he's doing, I got to say.
Nah, that's dope. I can't wait, man. You know what I'm saying? You're saying 2-time champ, but sometime to be thrown.
Yo, bro, see, that's what I'm saying. We got the Fantasy King. We got the Sports Wizard. JP Killer of Diesel Headbangers and Blitzkrieg in there somewhere is going to be there.
It's going to be a great season. It's going to be the most exciting fantasy football season, I feel, in the history right now.
Oh, man. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
All the things that are going crazy right now. All I got to say is, though, I would stay with Aaron Rodgers. His long ball might be gone.
Oh, really?
His long ball might be gone. It's hard because I'm not a hater of Rodgers.
Nah?
I think one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's definitely, to me, he's in the top 2. Mm-hmm. Obviously, number 1, Tom Brady. That's my boy. That's all love.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're not gonna budge from Tom Brady.
Definitely, but the loss of Jordy Nelson, man.
Hey, they got dudes on that team that could make things work, man. Randall Cobb.
They're gonna do work, but that 50, 70 yard post over the middle, that bomb, that's gone.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: do you think that? Let me ask you this: do you think that kind of opens up things for Eddie Lacy?
It can, absolutely. But Eddie Lacy's He's ranked easily top 5 running backs in the league.
Yeah.
When I say fantasy, to me, I go to all the practices. I watch their practices. Like I watch how all their plays, their movements, and everything. That's what I'm saying. I get more into it. I just don't go to the games. I go to the practices too. When I see their league practices down here, like with Miami, I try to express to people that play fantasy, like, bro, you're putting your money, man. Just go at it. Go all out. Go to the practices. Go to the games. Study the field. You know what I'm saying? What's better than going to study for fantasy, watching practice, drinking beer with your homie? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's cool.
Yeah, man. So you can't beat it.
The crowds get rowdy. It's fun. It's just enjoy it. Go with the flow and enjoy it. I tell you, Brady's coming out fired up, man.
You think so?
This is Edelman's pissed. Brady's pissed. and you got Brock. Brock, hands down, unbelievable. I'll tell you, they lit a fire under Tom's ass. He is pissed, and he's gonna come back fire, and he's gonna go for his 5th ring. We're gonna line them all up. You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
The New England Nation on top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking of the Pats and the Super Bowl and whatnot, just got me thinking of Giants wide receivers. What do you think of Odell Beckham Jr.?
Now you're asking a Pats fan about the Giants. So I'll be real with you on this one. I absolutely hate the Giants. You know why? There's no secrets about that. Odell Beckham Jr., hands down, obviously he was the best rookie wide receiver. I'll give it to him over anybody. All right. Calvin Benjamin's dope. Sammy Watkins was dope. I would love to see him with Brady, man.
I was gonna...
Hands down. Eli's another. He's turning into Ben Roethlisberger, man. They both got 2 titles, and they're both gonna disappear.
Yeah, bro. Eli's got nothing.
Has it anymore, man.
Listen, I understand that.
I don't hate on the guy. He's ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Brother, but man, no, Odell Beckham Jr. he's so exciting to watch.
All right, man. Big John, the Fantasy King. Go ahead, man. Any other shout-outs you want to give out?
Yeah, I got to throw a shout-out to my New England boys. Baca Flay, OTI, Chris, Johnny V Kid, my boys Dolo, P Animal, brother.
What up?
What up, guys? Hope you guys have a great year in fantasy. Throwing a shout-out to you, my people.
Thank you so much for calling into the show, man. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me, man. This is huge. It means a lot to me, and thank you for having me on, man. It's going to be an exciting year. I can't wait.
All right, man. I'll hit you up, all right?
All right, bro.
Later.